Okay, so this is the April-May 2021 for families who love the land, farm, and ranch living. I love the cover of this magazine because it reminds me of Yellowstone, and it shows a family out with their horses, beautiful horses. Spring Roundup. Ag families are forging the path to a more connected future. Okay, well, we're going here on page 11. We're loving the life. Seasonal photos and stories from the readers. This is one of the cutest pictures I have seen in a long, long time. Shows this little handsome cowboy with a, well, I think that's supposed to be a moo-cowed stick that he's riding, which is kind of funny because he's in the middle of a cow pasture and all the cows are looking at him like, what's wrong with this kid? It says cattle concerns. While we were out checking the fences, my son told me he had work to do. I asked him what he needed to get done, and with a serious look on his face, he replied, "My bull and I have to go see if the cows are happy." With that, he tipped his hat and galloped off. Shane Cobb from Blairsville, Georgia. Okay, in picture 1, it says, two deers, Dears, and a deer. My great-granddaughter Addie was helping her daddy, Terry, wrench on his John Deere. Terry is a farmer who grows hay for livestock. Gene Miller from John Day, Oregon. That's kind of interesting. John Day, Oregon, and fixing a John Deere with a little girl who looks like just a little deer. How cute is that? Anyway, second picture, a kid and her calf. We run a small cow/calf operation, and our daughter, Jossie, usually names the calves after whatever she sees in front of her. Here she is spending time with one of her favorite calves, Flower, Misty Black from Augusta, Michigan. And it's got this little girl, and she's sitting there literally petting this cow in the grass. Just adorable. The third is Mother's Helper. The calf's mama had abandoned her, so my husband, Charles, delivered her her first bottle from Teresa Sutherland in Morristown, Tennessee. It looks like he's a weathered fellow of some age, but yet he can still bend down and give the little black calf a nice drink of milk. Number 4. We have this handsome little darling here playing in a mud puddle. It says, hop into the country. My son loves hopping in puddles. We live in the city, but we always seek our rural roads to explore. This was taken on Sauvie Island, just north of us. Rebecca Boteas from Portland, Oregon. Send in your farm photos that we may print in the future issue of this magazine. Visit us at farmandranchliving.com/submit to share. Okay, next paperclip. The main event. Whether riding trails, herding cattle, or competing in the rodeo, our horses help us do it all. Okay, we've got some really great pictures here that remind me of, yes, Yellowstone. First, we have 4 cowboys out on horses with a few cattle mixed in. It's hard to tell where the cattle are and the little calves because the horses are matching. I don't know if they planned that or not, but it's really cool. It says, A Pony is a Childhood Dream. A Horse is an Adulthood Treasure by Rebecca Carroll. Roping and riding. There's no shortage of action on ranches out west, especially in the spring after a long, cold winter. This photo, well, here's why it reminded me of Yellowstone. Taken near Lloyd, Montana, depicts 2 cowboys going after a cow that had sniffed too close to the porcupine and gotten a nose full of quills. Todd Classy in Bainville, Montana. The gang is all here. 2 of my children work on a ranch in the Badlands area, South Dakota, where we live. Branding days are big events. All of our neighbors and their families, young and old alike, gather to help get the job done. And when they're done, they share a big meal. Ella Heidemann from Cadota, South Dakota. 2, in it for a long haul. I was working at a wrangler at the guest ranch in Laramie, Wyoming, when I took the photo of this fellow wrangler, Tommy. Tommy made us live as a cowboy in his younger years and has been a fixture on this ranch since retiring some years ago. Lori Hartman from Fairfax, Montana. Number 3, Better Than the Movies. The classic Western movie High Noon was filmed in this part, the wide open country of Warnersville, California, where I took this photo. It also has the land of my youth, a place of simple beauty and a part of my soul. Ellen Braderton from Modesto, California. Oh, here we go with the rodeo. 1 and 2 are young bucks. In Northern California, the Wild West Buckers Rodeo Company helps keep the rodeo traditions alive. Participants range from 4 years old to teenagers. Each season start with a bucking clinic that teaches kids the basics before the rodeo gets underway. Events include barrel racing, pole bending, saddle bronc, and barrelback riding. On both sides of the chutes, you'll find some more experienced young riders coaching the pee-wees and the juniors, and you'll see boys and girls alike busting out of those gates trying to make the buzzer. Rachel Eckberg, Reflections Photography from Loma Rica, California, the field editor. Here's an interesting note I bet you didn't know about your bombshell. I have always thought that barrel racing was a lot of fun, and I always thought maybe when I was growing up, and especially after the movie 8 Seconds, that I might try my hand at it, but I never did. Okay, we got a couple more pictures here. It's got a cowboy riding out in the sunset by the ranch. The dawn till the dusk, the saying goes. When you're self-employed, you can work it 16 hours a day if you want. My husband Keith trains horses, takes the saying to heart, using every last drop of the sunlight he can get. Carla Danielson from Hooper, Washington. Number 2 is Happy Trails. We show a picture here with a young, handsome, strapping man with a young lady. It says, to me, this photo epitomizes companionship, a love of horses, and the peacefulness of going for a ride with the evening sun slowly setting on the prairie. When you're on horseback, the day cares, worries just melt away. Ann Dorkison from Carrot River, Saskatchewan. Okay. Moving forward here a little bit. Well, it looks like we only have 2 pages to go. I don't know how we did that, but we can finish this tonight. That's pretty awesome. So that'll leave way for the Women's World magazines that we're behind on. Hopefully we can catch up tomorrow. Tribute to home. Loretta Boren was born in Oklahoma. After she and her husband Leland moved to Indiana, she told him how she missed the setting sun shined off the red clay soil of her father's farm. He made the barn glow pink so that Leland had their outbuildings painted to reflect Loretta's fond memories. James R. Gardner from Muncie, Indiana. That's not too far away. Spring chill. My daughter relaxes on the tractor while a rooster and a couple of the hens explore nearby. Just another breezy spring day on the farm. Amy Leskeski, Valencia, Pennsylvania. And that was a kind of interesting, fun read. So if you have not picked up The Farm and Ranch Living, April, May 2021, now's your chance to go do so. It's probably on sale at stores near you. If not, be sure to log in and get their subscription subscribed at maybe their website. Okay, now it is time for me to bid you a fond farewell. May you have faith, hope, and love in your heart, lots of joy and prosperity in the bank as well as your heart. Most of all, remember it's better to give than it is to receive. Always be thankful, grateful for everything that you have. There's some that are out there less fortunate. Just when you think that you have a terrible time, I guarantee you, if you look around, someone else is doing worse off than you. Try to give them a hand up in any way that you can. God bless each and every one of you. Love you all. Wishing you nothing but the best. Hope to see you tomorrow. Make sure you're keeping your 3 feet of social distance, washing your hands. When you can't wash your hands, make sure you're using your hand sanitizer. And always wear your mask. There is no excuse. We're not over this pandemic yet. God bless. Love you all.